There is complete chaos among Republicans in the House of Representatives today as Marjorie Taylor Greene, a MAGA Republican, along with MAGA Republican Thomas Massie, held a press conference stating that they would indeed be bringing to the House floor officially a motion to vacate the speakership, to oust, to remove MAGA Mike Johnson as the Speaker of the House. Of course, this comes after the Republicans in the House of Representatives ousted their own prior Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, who is no longer a member of Congress. Moments ago, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Massie held a press conference, and Marjorie Taylor Greene announced that she would be bringing the motion to vacate. Now, she previously teased that she would be filing this motion. She had submitted it but not brought it to the floor for a vote. Now she's saying she will be bringing it to the House floor next week for a vote. Here's what she said in the press conference about why she wants to remove MAGA Mike Johnson and how she's going to remove him. Play this clip.
I think the American people need to see a recorded vote of does Congress, does the members of Congress support the uniparty? Is this what they support? I think every member of Congress needs to take that vote and let the chips fall where they may. And so next week, I am going to be calling this motion to vacate. Absolutely calling it. I can't wait to see Democrats go out and support a Republican speaker and have to go home to their primaries and have to run for Congress again, having supported a Republican speaker, a Christian conservative. I think that'll play well. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and then as part of this press conference, Marjorie Taylor Greene then held a hat that says MAGA, Make Ukraine Great Again, and then she placed it on top of a photo of the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries, shaking the hands of MAGA Mike Johnson, and this performative weird gesture. Here, play this clip of Marjorie Taylor Greene doing that.
Yeah, that's what this is. The uniparty is Make Ukraine Great Again. The uniparty is all about funding every single foreign war. They think this is the business model that needs to be done. There you go. Put that up there. Thank you.
As part of the press conference, you then had MAGA Republican Thomas Massie saying that he is calling upon other leaders in the House to also demand that MAGA Mike Johnson resign. Let's play this clip.
I challenge the whip, the majority leader, the conference chair, the policy chair, everybody in our conference to sit down with Mike Johnson and have that talk and tell him it's not worth it, Mike. It's not worth it to share power with Hakeem Jeffries just for the vanity of you keeping the title of speaker. It doesn't serve our country. It doesn't serve our conference. They need to ask him to resign. That is what they should.
And here, MAGA Republican Thomas Massie says that MAGA Mike Johnson was totally unqualified to be speaker. Play this clip.
At least a group of people that you're sort of thinking about?
Well, let's be honest. We have Mike Johnson because nobody hated Mike Johnson. Okay? There was nothing in his prior life, or political or private, that qualified him for this job. He is a lost ball in tall weeds. He is unequipped to negotiate with Chuck Schumer. And a lot of people have ideas about why he's betrayed us. I think it's just pretty simple. He's over his head. And so I would say there are at least a dozen members of our conference who either politically or privately have done things in their life that qualify them to lead. And I'd be willing to consider any of them. And we don't have a...
We also learned today that Paul Gosar would be joining Massie and Marjorie Taylor Greene in introducing this motion to vacate and bringing it to a formal vote. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, a MAGA extremist, she wrote that she's proud to co-sponsor a resolution prohibiting members of Congress from bringing and displaying a flag of foreign nations on the House floor. The only flag that belongs there is the American flag. She wants to ban anybody from waving Ukrainian flags after supporting funding to Ukraine. So that's what very serious legislators are doing in Congress. I want to show you this as well. This is from Lauren Boebert. Here's what she had to say. Let's play this clip of her moments ago where she says she sees no difference between Hakeem Jeffries leading and MAGA Mike Johnson from leading. Here, play this clip.
We are passing the Democrat agenda each and every day that we're here. We have a slim majority in the House, and everything's being passed overwhelmingly with Democrat support. So it makes no difference to me if it's Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker or Mike Johnson right now.
I don't think it makes him weaker. I mean, Mike's, he's under siege in a lot of different areas, and I think he feels that now.
Are you comfortable with Democrats voting to keep Michael Johnson in the speakership?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because Hakeem Jeffries should be the Speaker.
And that last comment coming from progressive Democrat Jamal Bowman, who disagrees with Hakeem Jeffries' approach on this. And Jake, Marjorie Taylor Greene plans to have a press conference tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to announce her next steps. She can call for a vote, as any one member can, to seek the ouster of a speaker. So it could happen as soon as tomorrow, Jake.
Here's what MAGA Mike Johnson had to say in a recent interview when he was asked if he thinks that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a serious legislator. Play this clip.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Mm-hmm.
No fan of yours.
Bless her heart, yeah.
Is she a serious lawmaker?
I don't think she's proving to be. No, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about her. I got to do my job.
Meanwhile, you have Donald Trump's chief legal counsel, Alina Habas, jumping in a ball pit. You see her right here. What are these MAGAs? These people. What are these people doing? Here is MAGA Republican Gonzalez, and here he's talking about some of the other people that he's working with, like Matt Gaetz. Here's what he has to say about Gaetz and others. Play this clip.
He will survive. Look, the House is a rough and rowdy place, but Mike Johnson is going to be just fine. I served 20 years in the military. It's my absolute honor to be in Congress, but I served with some real scumbags. Look, Matt Gaetz, he paid minors to have sex with him at drug parties. Bob Good endorsed my opponent, a known neo-Nazi. These people used to walk around with white hoods at night. Now they're walking around with white hoods in the daytime.
We are now getting a statement from MAGA Mike Johnson. Let me read it to you, coming across the wire, courtesy of Jake Sherman from Punchbowl News on Capitol Hill. Johnson has made the following statement on the motion to vacate that will be introduced by Marjorie Taylor Greene. Quote, "This motion is wrong for the Republican conference, wrong for the institution, and wrong for the country." And then Massey, MAGA Republican Massey, who wants to oust Speaker Johnson, said, "He is a lost ball in tall weeds. He is in over his head." By the way, over the weekend, or the past few days rather, here's what Thomas Massey also had to say during a committee hearing about having to deliberate on meaningless resolutions intended for political points that MAGA Mike and others in his own caucus are having them vote on versus doing things, he says. Here, play this clip.
So, I didn't vote for one of these resolutions that came to the floor. This is why I'm reluctant. I mean, I intend to vote for the rule, but we're just getting worn out by these resolutions. We've done 36 now since Mike Johnson became Speaker, and we've sliced it and diced it every way you can do it. Everybody's introduced almost at this point a bill to deal with something along these lines since October 7th. None of them actually get to anything real. I think it's a political ping pong game. Of course, we get to serve every time. And a lot of these are just political traps. I call them sticky traps designed to split the Democrat Party and get them stuck in the sticky trap. And I've gotten stuck in almost every one of them myself because I believe absolutely in the First Amendment. And I don't vote for foreign aid. And I actually think a lot of people here are a little bit xenophobic with all of their resolutions against other countries and all of the sanctions against these other countries. So I've never voted for a sanction. So every one of these bills that comes forward, we hope to get the Democrats in the sticky trap. And I always end up there. And then I ended up with, for voting no against one of these, $90,000 of ads run against me in my district by AIPAC, by their super PAC, because I didn't vote for one of these resolutions.
I think it's ridiculous.
And finally, checking in on Kevin McCarthy, here's what Kevin McCarthy has been talking about lately. Let's take a listen to Kevin McCarthy. Play this clip.
Because you were ousted because you tried to work with Democrats to keep the country from defaulting and to make what spending cuts you could.
No, that's what the press writes. That's not why I was.
Well, okay, so you're going to say it's all because of Matt Gaetz. What exactly did he do as far as a House ethics investigation?
Look, I don't want to get all this, but Matt came to me. Matt has an ethics complaint. And if you watch ABC News, apparently I'm not a liar, it's true, about he has a challenge with a minor and paying her money. It was put into place in ethics more before I ever became speaker. He wanted me to stop the ethics challenge. I wouldn't. So he got some other people who didn't vote for me, 8 people, and partnered with all the Democrats to remove me.
Well, he calls you a liar. He denies having sex with a minor.
So does he deny what Mark Wayne says he said about? Does he deny the testimony that the ethics committee has been given about what was said? Does he deny he came up to me to try to influence me? Does he deny he told other people, even from your same network, to call me about it? I don't know if all these people are liars. I don't believe that to be true. I know what transpired. Even if you look at Byron Donaldson's latest quote this week.
Byron Donalds, yeah, Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, what Matt Gaetz did has broken the Republican majority. He's now created Lord of the Flies. Ask anybody inside our conference. They actually know it.
Well, so there you have it, folks. That's what's going on Capitol Hill right now. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. But MAGA Republicans gearing up to oust their Speaker of the House, MAGA Mike Johnson. We expect the vote to take place next week. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, if there is a chance for Hakeem Jeffries to become the Speaker, you know, will, for the sake of stability, Democrats come to support just MAGA Mike Johnson just to keep the government running? I think a lot's going to be happening from now until then, but an effort right here to remove Mike Johnson as the Speaker. We will keep you updated as we learn more.
Enough! Send him to the big house, not the White House. Get the new exclusive tees, mugs, and stickers right now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.